A tale of two worlds. Most of us who work by the word know there is a world inside your head and a world outside your head. Other people might not be aware of this. I don't know. In case they're not aware, let me explain. You carry an image of the world inside your head. It might be pretty close to the real world, or it might be wildly different. It is never exactly the same. The world inside your head is shaped not just by your individual experiences, but by everything you read or saw on TV. Humans are creatures of story. The world outside our eyes is often chaotic and meaningless, but inside our head we assign cause and effect that are, or at least try to be, coherent and causal. When we lose the plot, it's called schizophrenia or various other kinds of mental illness. But because the plot threads we pick are influenced by who we are, they're never exactly the same as others. Needless to say, those with inner worlds more closely related to the outer world do better in life, so there would seem to be evolutionary pressure that way. A lot of what politicians and polemicists do is sell a plot. This works for authors too, but first the author needs to find the outer world. Okay, it's not every author. I've met a remarkable number, even in science fiction and fantasy, who have very normal, not to say conventional worldviews. What doesn't come directly from their eyes comes from mass media, almost unaltered. It might surprise people to know that these people do better commercially. They might have tons of fallacies in their work, Dan Brown. But their fallacies accord with the mass media culture and either echo it or extend it in a way most people are sure is plausible. If I hear one more person say how creative J.K. Rowling is and how strange her idea for a magic school is, I'm going to do something everyone will regret. Harry Potter is an amalgam of ideas and stories that have been out for decades. No, not plagiarism. But School for Magic is a cliché in my world. And of course her setting and even her plotting was just a new spin on Enid Blyton's boarding school adventures. Am I disparaging her? Oh, heck no. The books are enjoyable and at least the first three very well written. She totally deserved her success. But wildly creative she's not. The wildly creative ones tend to have oddball thoughts and beliefs that might be accurate, but aren't perceived as such by the population at large. I'm talking here of people I mentor. Those who are most creative and most out there often have no clue how to communicate with the people on the other side of their eyes. And what you believe and think about a lot influences what interests you enough to write about it. Imagine two intersecting circles. The wannabe writer's inner circle of what he likes to write about might be cabbage growing, sex with penguins, and spaceships. Surely you see the only place this intersects the normal reader mind is cabbage growing, I mean spaceships. Often there is no intersection. When I edited a small press magazine, i.e. when I was young and stupid, I often got exquisitely written stories about stuff even the author's mom couldn't care about. Worse, often this stuff was so bizarre as to make me want brain bleach. Techniques for writing can be taught. Changing your mind so you can communicate to the public at large, Odo, is far more difficult. And it's something a mentor can at best nudge not do. Some people are so fractured it would take a mental health specialist to manage it. Odo, there are authors who managed it beautifully. Read For Us the Living and Then the Moon is a Harsh Mistress, and you'll see the process I'm talking about. Myself, I've been working on it, though being myself it's backward and sideways. It's more like I have to give myself permission to write about what I really want to write. I only managed it in the last 3 books. Daring Finds, to an extent. Think of it as my sillier self and Dark Ship Thieves. But since writing is communication, this is as important as the right word. If you like this content and want to support this channel, the blog, and Sarah's continued writing, please like and subscribe. If you really enjoy the content, please come and join the fun at accordingtohoot.com.